Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's get back into it. That doesn't sound very good. Come here. Attack me. Leave all my allies alone and attack me.
This should be easy enough.
Ooh.
As you wish. Allow me. I could do that for you.
Warren, get out of the way.
As you like.
Okay. Constitution and dexterity. Actually, you know what? No. Let's do 2 to dexterity and 1 to constitution. So I could keep unlocking these skills. Shield tactics. And then we'll get to shield mastery, surely enough.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Good, you're safe. Your father was worried.
Father? Oh, you can tell him I'm fine. Maybe he'll come and stay with us too. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
The cat finds me distracting?
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
That's not really a cat, is it?
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
I don't think talking to this creature is safe, Amalia.
Oh, bug whistles, you're just no fun. I'm going to ignore you now.
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
Well, this is interesting. I'm not leaving without the girl.
It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
Don't you think he'll notice something out of place?
Mortals often allow themselves to be blinded by hope. They see what they wish to see. If the father hopes to see his Amalia alive and unharmed, perhaps he will.
We're lying. I'll free you, and you can have the girl.
Thank you. You are very gracious. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Of course, the super easy puzzle.
This should be easy enough.
Let me see here. So we need to go down.
This should be easy enough.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
On it. As you wish. Right.
Yeah, let's not stand in the fire. Come on, guys. Let me move freely off. There we go.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wish. As you wish. Let's get started.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
On it. This should be easy enough.
Kitty's my
Almost
best
got it.
friend.
Let's get started. As you wish.
There we go. Woohoo!
I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
I said I'd free you. I didn't say I'd let you live.
Betrayal! You will not take the girl. She is mine!
Kitty! You're scaring me! I won't let you inside me! I won't!
Demon. Oh, sorry, Morgan. I knew she wouldn't like it. What the fuck? I couldn't do a thing. That was bullshit. Am I gonna die? Stay down. Penalty to cunning. I guess we'll give Liliana. Oh no, she has the Phoenix. Yeah, she doesn't need it. Okay. I was gonna give her the cheese knife, but she doesn't need it. Let me see here. My helmet is better, but Alistair could probably use a helmet. Now the one he has is better, but this one is better stat-wise. So let's give him +2 to all the stats. I could use the ring. Ogren, Sten, Alistair.
I could get used to this, you know.
Liliana.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Oh, how dear of you.
She's maxed out. She
Thank
likes
you
us.
so
She
much.
loves us. Adores us. Okay. And then we got all these crystals. Ooh, I want to use these items. Hang on, you gotta see that again. What's Alistair's?
Yes.
Liliana, what's your special thing? Oh, the loot. Nice. Yeah. For her, willpower and magic. Let's make her a blood mage. That'd be cool. Waking Nightmare. Death Hex. A normal hit, it suffers becomes a critical hit. That sounds nice. This one has a better icon. I like this one just for the icon. And it's got kind of a cool effect. Okay. Cool. And I could heal my injuries, but I feel like we're done with this area. Right? We saved the girl. So now we just gotta head back and... Well, maybe we're not quite done yet. Oh shit. I'm fighting these guys by myself. So I forgot to turn move on for my allies.
Less fighting, more dying, blast you!
Coolio. Coolio Dilio. So yeah, we killed the demons, we saved the girl.
Only one.
What more is there? Stop it. You leave my friends alone.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. You'll need a phrase to activate Shale. It's Doolan Han. I wouldn't want the thing, but it's obvious you can handle yourself just fine. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
Sweet. Alistair leveled up. What can you use? I guess you can use assault. Yeah. We'll give him assault. So we can assault people. And then get arrested for assault. Doolan Harn. Activate the garden. The golem. Waking up? Is it waking up?
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Hello to you too.
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
Yes.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not all of them, no.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
This is one of my favorite characters. Do you have a name?
Perhaps. I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Is something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Shouldn't you be happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I don't intend to do anything with you.
Ah, how unexpected, yet refreshing. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
You're welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I am Elisa. Pleased to meet you.
This should be interesting.
Blast and damnation.
Yes, Shale. I can't select you. Why can't I select you, Shale? Oh, that's bullcrap. Oh no, it's because I gotta do that. Yes. That's why. Okay. Why does Alistair disapprove? Upset that you aren't the tank anymore? That we got another new tank? Dexterity and cunning. Scattershot? I think scattershot. Okay. Oh yeah, and we can equip Shale with these crystals. Pretty. Large flawless lightning crystal. So +4 to dexterity. To constitution. And armor. So the lightning ones are for critical striking. The green ones are for defense. The +2 to armor penetration. I guess the ice ones are also for critical stuff. And then red's all about attack. Yeah, let's do red. Portable battering ram. What? I didn't do anything. Alright, gotta get back to camp to heal our injuries. And to sell off our shit.
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
I am a woman. That is... Thank you for noticing that I am a woman.
You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
That doesn't make any sense, then.
So you understand my confusion, then?
Well, I'm confused now, anyway.
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
Sexist. What if they don't want to be any of those things?
What does that have to do with anything? No one gets to choose who they are.
None of this makes any sense, then.
Exactly.
I am a woman, and I am fighting.
One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
Maybe we should just stop talking about this.
As you wish.
We're not gonna get anywhere. Hello, Shale.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
I think they're so pretty.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
What's with the heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Glad to know you care at least.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
I have no idea what golems sound like.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree. Being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
But what do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So they're decoration?
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really. Although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
I'm told you killed your former master.
Oh, how interesting. Certainly I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
That's very convenient.
So some belabored description is now called for, is it? Oh, very well. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Alter you? Why? You're fine as you are.
Flattery. And obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
What do you remember next?
And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
That must have been terrible. I'm sorry.
In fact, at first I found it more of a relief. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed, an acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Maybe it has something to do with your crystals.
Possibly. Except that he was not experimenting with the crystals at the time, I think. But my memory is not good. It may be correct. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did you end up in Honleith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum, snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Do you remember anything before Honleith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
How does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
You didn't like this, Willem, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Oh yes, a fortune in fact. Willem's wife sold it, I believe. Oh yes, a fortune in fact. I want to make Shale feel special.
Good. Clearly, I am worth it.
I would have thought you enjoyed scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Indeed. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did Willem come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
You don't know why you were there?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. In short, no, I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
What was Willem doing in the deep roads?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
Wouldn't that have been dangerous?
Indeed. He had spells that allowed him to remain hidden and move quickly, but he had no defense against the blight and worried constantly that he would get sick. If any darkspawn showed themselves, he fled. More often, he would have to fight other scavengers, dwarves who had become tainted. In the end, it killed him. I mean, he found me there, right?
So if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
That would have been terrible. I would have hated that too. Do you know where in the deep road this was?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
Let's move on.
On then.
All right.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Time to sell
Good
some
to have you
stuff.
along on the road.
Let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
We can get rid of these two items. Get rid of that, and that, and that. Some of that. Get rid of that. Let me see here. Don't need that. Court of Dreams. I don't know if I'm ever gonna change Shale's. I'll probably never change Shale's crystals. So I can probably get rid of these duplicates. There. Now I need inventory space, so I think I might sell these back. I don't need them anymore after I've given them. Vestment of the Seer. There. Alright, Shale. Wait a minute. Did I see a book? Books. Yes. Dang it. Not enough money. Alright, Shale. Morrigan likes that. Period flask. Pet rock. That goes to Shale. Amulet of memories. We're Tiva Brandy. Yeah. Uncrushable Pigeon. Ooh, Shale would hate that so much.
Ooh, shiny.
Herbert? Sure. Wait a minute. We had something for Sten. Yeah.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Shale. Ogren. Win. Ogren. Dog. Here we are, Shale.
Ooh, shiny.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Okay. Cool.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That's super. Thanks, Shale.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
My father was a Tyrant of High Ever.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
We wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought. It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
Watched The Village day and night for years.
I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
Sounds like you're a bit of a voyeur. Now, yes, that would be rather horrid. It would be.
And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Sounds a little messy.
Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore. It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
You don't seem to like humans much.
That is true. I do not. I'm not interested in getting into a discussion on the subject, however. Ask another time. If it is done asking overly obvious questions, let us find some humans to throw off a cliff or something. It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
Let's move on.
On then.
Okay, cool. And we already talked to all you guys. You have nothing to say, I'm sure. Or Orin's a happy boy. He deserves a good pet. Look how cute he is. He's just so happy to be alive. Okay. Let me save. This is a good saving point. So let's go to the Mage's Tower next. Sten's sword is there, so we need to bring him. And let's bring Alistair.
Yes.
And Liliana.
Indeed.
3 warriors and a rogue. Okay. To Lake Calenhad. Sitting in the shadows of the old Imperial Highway, these docks are now the only means to reach the tower. Get ready to fight!
Critter, crap, right ahead.
Ooh. Sweet.
As you wish.
Alright, Liliana, get to disarming.
Done.
Only rogues can disarm traps, from what I remember.
Right ahead. Yes, of course.
Who would put all these traps here for someone to walk over them? That's just a terrible thing to do. Are there any more traps back here?
As you wish.
Whew, boy, you need some constitution there, bud. Let's see here, we'll give you Reaver and Berserker to match your personality. You seem like a Reaver type. Oh, man. There we go. Oh, we need 14 cunning. Fine. 14 cunning, just to get survival. Get all the Reaver abilities unlocked. I've always liked the ideas of Reavers.
As you wish.
Warning, wolves frequent this area. Caution, traps laid for wolves. Now you tell me.
Back off! I was here first!
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
No, but my very large, angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it, I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin.
What did you expect?
Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him.
I don't even know who you are, sir. Okay.
We're coming here to see the mages, right? Oh, great. They just love me.
Vashaden.
Let us add Shale to the party. I'm sure Shale would love to go to the Mage's Tower.
You ever wonder why the mages built their tower out in the middle of Lake Callahan? They have an aversion to practicality or something?
A deserter, huh?
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
How could you possibly think to hope that you could hope to defeat a Grey Warden? You're just gonna die. Wait a minute, we need to give Shale something. Scrapper? Scrapper. Cool.
This should be easy enough.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I was looking to get across the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
So I can't get across?
Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester, we got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was.
Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Is something wrong up there at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic, but the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Is there no way to get across?
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I could convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
What are your opinions on the circle?
I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
I guess that's sensible. I don't like the logic, I don't like the reasoning, but I like where your head's at. I like where your heart's at. So, you know the Mike Commander Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
I can't stay. Good day, Kester.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
Mage's Collective Liaison.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Let's take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
I vote for mage independence. They should be allowed to be free. That's what I vote for. I think their imprisonment is wrong. Okay guys, well, I'm gonna have to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been the lovely Miss Scarlet Fox. Please be sure to like the video, comment all the comments, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.